I just wanted you to realize, right, that I really did think there was an obligation to explain to healthy families that since they were the emergency contact, yes, and since I moved to Clallam County on what was in March of 2012, March, April, May, yeah, that there should have been some sort of communication about the probation would end at the end of July, yes, and my record would be expunged. Now, the thought that you would consider the respondent, yes, the individual as the father of the five sons, yes, being rude for wanting you to know that I had done my 7 hours of parenting classes. Did you think that I was trying to contact the petitioner when the truth was I was trying to tell you about what the counselor had said? Yes. Now, every time that you decide to violate the laws and then you call the police department, right, to have the individual arrested, and you served me at the same moment as the arrest. I want you to understand something right now. You intentionally tried to make it look like I was a domestic abuser and child abuser. That's what you did. It was not a legitimate dissolution of marriage from the moment that you refused to call the police on the day of the actual phone call. Now, uh, that's right. Now, I just want you to understand that if any person is actually committing a crime, yes, you as an organization are required by law to immediately inform law enforcement. You don't take it upon yourselves right now to go through 3 weeks of filling out forms and scheduling a court hearing, yes, so that you can motion the court for dissolution of marriage, yes. You don't make it sound like, well, we have to have this right now, and then you call the police and allege domestic violence or child abuse. Um, Obviously, I wasn't trying to contact the petitioner. She wasn't there. And I never in any way told you to contact her for me. I informed you, yes, that, well, you can't decide that you're just going to wait 20 days later after you fill out all the forms for a dissolution of marriage. Yes, after the court gives her the right to summons me and then serve me and put me in jail at the same moment. You know, this idea, right, of not calling the police when you have a reasonable belief that somebody is committing domestic violence or child abuse, yes, it really puts a lot of people, the petitioner, yes, could be coworkers, could be the school, yeah, it could be any and all individuals that have anything to do with the minors named. It puts them at risk of experiencing injury. Yes. You don't take it upon yourselves to decide, well, we'll just do all this, right? And hopefully he won't beat the shit out of her. Now, my rights are being violated. My sons were kidnapped, yes. And they're being held hostage because the state of Washington refuses to enforce the requirements of the law. Do you understand that, police department? Yes. Now, the allegation of domestic violence and child abuse? Yes. The actual police report, when was it filed? Yes. As I remember it, I was arrested on a Sunday night at 7 p.m. Yeah. Somebody went to court on a Thursday. Did you wait or did you investigate right now? And then you arrested me, and then you had me arraigned on Memorial Day weekend of 2012. Yes. And then I was on personal recognizance. And 1 week later, you reissued the protection order while being on trial, Brent. There is no minute order in the RCW of the state of Washington. Now, why is it that any judge of this state would not realize how criminal it is for you to decide to use a minute order? Yes, when notice and opportunity is a requirement of law. If you took the time to issue a minute order, why didn't you give me 5 judicial days? Yes. Notice of court hearing? Yes. So that I could prepare to go to court. Because you want to be a big what, Brent? See, this is the problem with you deciding to use the law to do whatever you want. Yes. I've given you copies of whether the requirements are to issue a protection order. Both a temporary protection order and a permanent protection order. Yes. And you took it upon yourself to use a minute order. Yes. Because you did not want to give me 5 judicial days before a court hearing. Now, it's not that difficult. Yeah. When petitioning for an actual for renewal. Yes. Yes. That you had, what was it, 15 days here? Yeah. Now, instead of just giving me notice and opportunity to be heard, personal service. Yes. You used a minute order. Abuse of power. That's what it was. You're going to teach me the lesson. Yes. That tomorrow we're going to have a court hearing and you will appear in court right now. Because it was your thought that you'd have me arrested for failure to appear. Now, as an inexperienced court commissioner at that time, yes, I would say that you should have knowledge that there is the requirements of law to be able to